So question 56 and there is 58 as well. So in question 56 RD, estimate the value for first ionization of potassium and write your answer. So we have to estimate the first ionization of potassium. You can see this is group 1 and group after group 1, group 2 it increases, then group 3 decreases. Why it decreases? Because in group 3 electron has to be removed from p orbital, so that's why greater shielding effect, that's why smaller, relatively smaller ionization. Then why here for group, then we have group 4, group 5 and 6. Why group 5 and 6 have a difference? Because group 5 p will have 3 electron and group 6 p will have 4, and when p is having 3, so orbital electrons are singly occupying, whereas there is a pair of electron for group 6, they will have more repulsion, and due to that repulsion it will be relatively easy to remove electron. That's why there is a small dip, means it does not follow the trend. Then we have chlorine and then argon. Then after argon we have to sketch for potassium. So because potassium is much larger in size compared to that, here these are the elements from group from period 3, but potassium is an element for period 4. So what will happen? It will be when we compare the ionization energy, you have sodium, like when we check the periodic table, we have lithium, sodium, potassium. So we know the size is increasing as we go down the group. Lithium is having 2 shells, sodium is having 3 shells, and potassium will have total 4 shells. So it will be relatively easy to remove electron. So the ionization energy as we go down the group, it decreases. So the ionization energy of sodium is 500. So what could be the estimated value? It's not like exact value, we just have to estimate. So what we can estimate, it should be less than sodium. Why? Because size of potassium is larger, so it will be much more easy to remove the electron out from potassium compared to that of sodium. So any value you can say, any value which is less than 500 is acceptable. You say 300, you said 250, so any value is acceptable. Then 58, the electronic structure of 4 elements are given. Which of these elements has the highest first ionization? So we have to check, because normally what happens when we move across, they have the same shell, so means they are in the same period, different groups. And this is group 5. How we estimate? Sorry, group 4, because last shell 2 electrons are there. This is group 4, group 5, group 6, and group 7. Sorry, group 8. This is 2 plus 2, 4. Group 4 is here. Then 2 plus 3, 5. And 5 plus 2, 7. And this is group 8. So the highest first ionization will be there when the shells are complete. It will have the highest ionization, so which will be difficult to remove electron. So it will be difficult to remove electron from this one, group 8, followed by group, this is half filled is stable, but full filled is completely stable. It is a group 8 element, and group 8 elements have the highest first ionization energies. What about the repulsion? Yeah, there will be repulsion, but what happened when we move across the period, the size is decreasing. So there's a repulsion between the electron, but the size is much smaller, or the nuclear charge is much greater. That's why it becomes difficult to remove electron. Even though there are pairs of electrons, but because the size is smaller and nuclear charge is greater, that's why it will be much more difficult to remove electron from this atom. Then we have 66, part C, question. The problem with radioactive iodine is that it accumulates in humans in the thyroid gland. It, its absorption can be reduced by taking an appropriate daily dose of soluble iodine compound. Suggest a suitable iodine compound that could be used. So we want a soluble compound. As we know, group 1 salts are all soluble. So I can say sodium iodide or I can mention potassium iodide. So any soluble compound of iodine. No, you don't have a compound of iodine nitrate because iodine is already a non-metal. So nitrate will be there with metal. So this iodine is a non-metal. It should be combined with metal to form a salt. So it cannot be iodine nitrate. That will be totally wrong. You don't find a compound like iodine nitrate. It should be a metal with iodine. So metal iodide like potassium or sodium iodide. Then question 74, part D. Okay, another question. A high resolution mass spectrometer measure the masses of four masses to 4 decimal places. The relative molecular mass of the compound is found to be 84.0581 gram per mole or atomic mass unit. The relative atomic mass of oxygen is their hydrogen. Use the data to deduce whether a compound is C6H12 or C5H8NO and show your working. So basically we have to do, or we have to solve for both parts. So you have to substitute the value. But what about the carbon? The mass of the carbon is not given. So you have to assume that the carbon is 12. That's the part, like they mentioned, what is our assumption? If it is C6 and H12, so our assumption mass of carbon is exactly 12. So 6 multiplied by 12 plus hydrogen is, what is the mass of one hydrogen? It is 1.0079 multiplied by 12. What's the answer for this? 6 multiplied by 12, that's 72. And 1.0079 multiplied by 12, that is 12.0948. And when I add 72, so it will be 84.0948. And when we calculate for C5, H8 and O, so it will be 12 multiplied by 5 plus hydrogen is 1.0079 multiplied by 8 plus oxygen is only one oxygen is there, that is 15.9949. When you solve, what is the relative molecular mass of this compound? So 8.0948 is for the first one. So 84.058. And it is obvious If it was not the first one, it should match with the second one. So, and we can identify that this compound is C5H8 and O. And what is our assumption? We assume like we take mass of the carbon is exactly 12, but in practical, yeah, it will be a different value. But because it is a standard used to compare the masses, so that's why we took the carbon as 12. Is it clear this part? So this was 7 part D. Any other question? Because that is the last question you mentioned as a doubt. Any question which I missed or your doubt in case if I missed that? Any other question or a doubt related to this assignment? So this was about the mass spectrometer and the ionization energy.